going on, guys? Mint options, Mint VIP, Trader World. What's up? Hey, guys. Today was another crazy rally day. Let's talk about today. Woo! Was it a good day to trade? Yes, it was. But was it a normal day? No, it wasn't. Everybody was waiting for bank ERs. Everybody was waiting. And everybody thought that the banks were gonna just tank the market. I mean, gosh, everybody and their mom was thinking this market's gonna tank, right? It's been going up for the past few weeks because the Fed's been pumping. They've been trying to get out all this good news equals bad news equals good news, and good news equals not so good news, and bad equals bad equals good. And you're like, what is going on here? Pulling your hair out, like, what's going on? So banks did their ER this morning, and they were bad. It was bad, guys. It was not good. It was like, you know what? We got to go into our reserves. So it was not bad, guys. But as I mean, it was not good. It was bad. But as you could see, the market is resilient, man. I mean, we're up almost 3% today, 560 points on the Dow. The S&P up, man, another almost 3% today. Yesterday we closed at 275 on SPY, and today we closed at almost 284 today. So that is huge, you guys. And another thing is this normal? No, it is not normal. This is the thing that's getting everybody upset. Everybody's getting killed in the market if you're trading options. I mean, not everybody, there are we made money. Our group made money. We were on Amazon calls yesterday. Boom, Amazon rallied yesterday 126 points. Um, Cashed out. People made, from almost 1,000 to thousands upon thousands, 20,000 plus. Okay. And that's a good thing. Even on the Baba calls that we had this morning and on the SPY calls we got this morning, either we were even or we banked on some. We did take some risk off yesterday only because of the bank earnings, but some of us kept because, just to keep it. But anyway, so then we cashed out. People made some money yesterday, and today, this morning. So that's a good thing. Now, the hard thing about this market is it's like hard to believe everything that's going on, meaning like the fundamentals are out the door. Okay, we got almost 20 million people out of jobs. We have high rates of unemployment, record numbers, you guys. At the same time, I do believe that most people have not gotten their money yet from the government, from the IRS. Nobody has gotten any checks, as far as I know. Personally, have not gotten any. Now, and then the bank earnings this morning, it was just bad. So for the market to go up again, and I don't know if you guys saw it, but I was looking at the calls and the puts and the options and trying to see, okay, hey, how much more are they gonna go, or how is the movement? Um, when it's uncertain, when there's still uncertainty in the market, and when the direction, excuse me, just doesn't seem, um what is it called? It doesn't seem. I don't want to use the word normal, but okay, I guess normal until I figure out what I'm thinking about. But when it's not normal, or it's not going by the fundamentals, or not going by the earnings, then it's good to scalp. But at the same time, when you're looking at the options and then trying to see the bids and the ask, the ones that were really good and the premiums that was really paying was either Amazon or Tesla or Microsoft, Apple, because they all just kind of just raged today. Um, but the rest of them were not that good, meaning a lot of uh, far spread still on the options, and at the same time, you know, when the morning pop already popped, because it already popped in the morning, then it's kind of like you're chasing all day. It's like, I'm the type of trader where I don't like to chase. Um, I like to jump in on the pullbacks. But then at the same time, this market, when it's a pullback, it could be a breakdown, and it's not a pullback, and it's a breakout, fake out, right? So it was one of those days where, like, man, I traded very light. The group traded very light. Like, we didn't trade like 20 different things today, even though it was like, it could have been good, jumping in and out on some. But then again, you would have to buy like 10 or 20 different options, put a lot of money on the table just to gain a little bit. And not all of them are like that. But then again, you had to search throughout every single stocks that, like, you want to look at. But it did look like a lot of stocks were trading on its own individual stocks. So you gotta be a stock picker right now if you're gonna be trading options. But that's why I like trading Amazon and Tesla, because those guys can run. But when the options are already high, like the premiums are already high, it's hard to continue to chase that. You know what I'm saying? The only thing right now that keeps pumping this market are the feds. They're just pumping it. They're just pumping and pumping and pumping it. Like they're just printing money. They're just like, we got all the money in the world. We're just gonna keep printing it out, printing it out. It doesn't matter if the ER is bad. For you who don't know what that means, that's earnings report. If or even if, like, the numbers are bad, or if the forward looking expectation is bad, if the profit margins are bad, it doesn't matter. It's like these guys just keep pumping. And for people that have a 401k, they're like, yeah, that's awesome. We're back like 28% from the 35% drop that we got. Now it's back up like 28%, and it's like, okay, well, now we're out of the bear market, which was 270 on SPY. Now we're at 283. We're probably gonna hit 290, like I was saying, and we could hit 300. So it just depends. Again, we're on this rising wedge. One of the things that we bought today at the end of the day was BA calls. It looked like a falling wedge. It looked like it can pop, and if the government's gonna bail them out, they should pop, right? Like everything else that's not making good earnings or anything, it's popping. They're all popping. They're all going up. So, and like I was telling you guys the other day about, when the market dropped on the first V shape on that V, a lot of people were shorting, and we're still on lockdown. So everybody's like, "Well, hey, yeah, let's still short the market. We're not going anywhere, and we're still in lockdown, and businesses are still failing, and millions of jobs still gone. So let's keep shorting." But then what happened? Boom! The Feds decided to ramp this baby back up, and now it's going into a V shape, and then we're here, and then now we're like, oh, we're almost back to the same top. That we're crazy, crazy, right? It's like it's just, but that's who they are, man, and you gotta follow the trend. So, good things that Mint VIP has been cashing out. They've been making money. Again, this market is loopy. It is weird. It is crazy, but you gotta follow the trend. Can we go higher? Yes. Can we go to 290? Yes. Can we even go higher than that? Yes. But I think after 290, we might have a pullback. We might consolidate a little bit, or even go down more and retest. We could retest 270 again, just to make sure that we got that support. We're still in a bull market, and then we run up. And if Trump decides to reopen the market and there's no more coronavirus, everybody's just getting better all of a sudden, and the numbers are going down, and then people start flying and booking flights, then boom, BA is gonna skyrocket. All the airlines are gonna skyrocket. All the cruises are gonna skyrocket. We're all gonna be back to over 300 on SPY, and 6 months from now, this whole stuff that's been going on was just a blip in memory. That, oh my gosh, that was the biggest crash in history and the biggest recovery in history. So it's an irrational market, guys. You gotta trade irrationally. Whether it looks like you gotta buy puts, man, it's like you gotta get calls. Like, you know, but at the same time, can the feds just pull the carpet right from under you? Yeah, in the next 3 days? Yeah, dude. The feds could be like, wait a minute, let's cut this. And then all of a sudden, whoo! And then Amazon drops $100, Tesla drops $100, and they all fall back to earth. And then all the banks go back to wherever they were. Can that happen? Yes, it can happen. But for now, since Trump just keeps saying, "Hey, I'm gonna reopen, I'm gonna reopen, I'm gonna reopen," that's the market is just reading that. The algos are reading that. And I don't know if you guys noticed this. on the other few days, but the market's going down or the market's going up, usually there's like an algo pop, and that wasn't happening the past few days. But today, man, the algo pops were getting pretty strong. It was like boom, if you had a call and then it dropped, it ate your premium, or else if you had a put, and then it popped up, it ate your premium. So it was like, whether you had lottos or whether you had this week, you could have made money. It was a quick in and out every time. Today was quick in and out, but at the same time, not all of my traders can do that. So I gotta keep track on which to trade and what to trade and what we can swing trade. Um, so again, that was it for today. Good job, Mint VIP. For those who made tons of money, I'm proud of you guys. I'm happy you guys are making money. And at the same time, for those of you who are thinking about join Mint VIP. We will do the best that we can to help you guys trade in this crazy irrational market. All right, guys. Peace out.